Hello, bowling world. I'm a 58-year-old senior bowler, and about 4 weeks ago, I decided to take the plunge into the world of two-handed bowling. I'm documenting the journey for myself and anyone else that's interested. Today, I'm going to go over what I'm working on in practice,
We're talking about practice, man.
comparison of my form from 1 month ago to today, an update on my two-handed senior league, and my miserable performance in my one-handed scratch draft league. Okay, so for practice, let's take a look at some of the shots. And before we start looking at some of my practice shots, I just want to say I know I could have positioned the camera a bit better, but I think it captures enough so that you get the idea. I worked on a few things today, and I try to incorporate other things that I have been working on too. Things like keeping the right arm straighter, more shoulder turn, keeping the swing loose, getting the ball down on the lane earlier, and staying behind the ball. And I gotta say, after watching this video, I'm the poster child for the saying that goes, feel is not real. Because I thought I looked one way and I was doing something in practice, and after watching the video, I certainly wasn't. I mean, in my head, this is what I think I'm doing and what I look like, but in reality, this is probably more like what it looks like, and it kind of, some days, that's what it feels like too. But I do think that there's been progress. If you look at the first part of this video where I freeze it, I think that my backswing's a little bit higher, my arm's just a little bit straighter. Again, nowhere where it needs to be, but I think I'm in a better position here. And then at the release point, I'm getting the ball down a little bit earlier. Now, every now and then I still loft it to the foul, to the arrows and whatnot, but in general, I think that the ball's getting down lower, and I think the ball speed's picked up just a tick. It might just be that I'm getting a little bit more comfortable, but picked up about half a mile an hour on the ball speed. Hopefully that will continue. So after that practice session, I was able to go into my senior league, again bowling two-handed, and I guess the hard part about all that is you're more willing to experiment and try things in practice, but when you're bowling for score, I get a little bit more conservative in terms of what I'm willing to really try. I don't want to hurt the team. I don't want to shoot too low of a bad score, so I'm a little bit more conservative in how I roll out some of the new technique things that I've been working on. And the first game, actually, what killed me more than anything was just missing makeable spares one-handed. I got to stop that both in the senior league as well as my scratch league. Can't do that. Can't give away those pins. And then, so for games 1 and 2, I'm trying to find my rhythm again that I had in practice the other day. But for the last game, the good news is I think I found it. What I was keying in on that last game was making sure I get my shoulder back and down a little bit more. I don't quite understand the physics, the technique behind it, but definitely when I'm able to open my shoulders a bit more for my two-handed release, the ball just reacts better. It doesn't jump off the spot. The rotation looks better. I'm sure that there's a reason for it, and if you guys know what it is out there, I'd love to hear it in the comments. It's going to be another couple of weeks before I can talk to somebody that might know. And but yeah, so I was able to shoot my highest score ever. I shot 256, and I threw a lot of strikes. Only 3 of them were Brooklyn. I say only, but still, that's not a bad ratio for what I was looking at previously. And I'm kind of surprising myself too that I've bowled 3 weeks two-handed, and 2 of those weeks have been over 600. Barely, but still over 600. I'm kind of surprised, pleasantly surprised by that. All right, but now for my scratch league, I started off well. I mean, 259, I'll take that any day. Serviceable, 196, 219. And man, the wheels just fell off. I even started the 4th game pretty decent, double in the second and third, but then, man, I just again missed makeables along with a couple of splits. That's 147. That's what you get. I can't do that. That shot is so easy. I'm so embarrassed that I shot that 147. So, but live and learn. I'll fight again next week. Our team's doing pretty decent, so just got to do better. We'll be better. And if you made it this far, I do appreciate you coming along this journey and following along and seeing how well I progress. If you could do me a favor, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. An old man who likes to try two-handed bowling would appreciate it. Thanks.